Whoosha! Hoo-hoo! Hoo! Whoop-oo! Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. I'm going to finish off the Avengers Legends Infinite series with Hawkeye and Iron Fist. This is the last two of the series, doubling up. I got the whole series at the same time. I figured, you know, just put them together. And this kind of fits. They're both Marvels. It's interesting. I haven't dug too far into it, why they keep putting Marvels in front of, you know, characters' names. The back of the packaging, you know, the promo shots of the figures look nice. These are both updated from old Toy Biz figures that we got a while back. Iron Fist, of course, you know, was originally in the green, big collar, ballet shoes. And while I'd like to see a redo, or maybe a later, you know, a variant green costume, I think I'm good with the white for now. I mean, yeah, it's one of his costumes, so it works. Plus it's white. I like white. One thing to notice, on the back it seems like he has a lot of blue shading. On the actual figure, not a lot. There's a little bit. Hawkeye, another redo we sorely needed. The old one was kind of scrawny, kind of disproportional. So this works so far. I'll get them out of the package, which I'm going to do right now. So let's open these up and see what's going on. Okay, and here's the guys out of the package. Out of the package, Iron Fist, he seems a little bit scrawny. I didn't really notice it in package, but once I got him out, got him straightened out, yeah, he's a little thin. But I like this head sculpt so far. Hawkeye, initial thought, this collar piece rides high. I like that it's, you know, the scale mail. I like that it's, you know, added on. I like that the straps are added on all the way down to the belt. But it's like, you know, all Hasbro figures, it's loose. So it wants to try to ride up. But easy enough to glue it down. I'm going to have to try to glue it at the shoulders maybe to get it down. So while I have Hawkeye in hand, let's start with him. The head sculpt, I dig a lot. I've seen a lot of people say that it should be the H that goes over. It's not so blatantly an H. And I kind of wish that too, but I like this too. I mean, it's just, you know, Hawkeye. I'm Hawkeye, here's an H. Don't confuse me. I like the scale mail. It needs to ride down a little bit more. Otherwise, it's a Bucky Cat body with a movie Bucky left arm to simulate the armored arm, you know, to keep the bowstring from tearing him up or whatever. It's kind of odd, this being a movie character's arm. It's more kind of realistic proportions. So the forearm here is skinny, whereas his right arm, a little bit thicker. It's not, and I'm not going to lie, it is pretty noticeable. He does have a slight wobble here, like Machine Man, but it's not nearly as bad. He just kind of rocks a little bit. Articulation, he's got ball on top of a hinge for the neck. Up, pretty good. Down, pretty good. All the way around. Hinge and swivel shoulder. All the way around. Bicep swivel. Double elbow, hinge and swivel wrist, swivels around. He's got a ab crunch, which the overlay hinders a little bit. He's got a waist swivel right there. Hinge and swivel hips. It goes out about that far. He's got a swivel thigh. He's got double knees, back that far. He's got a swivel at the top of the boot. Hinge in the ankle, and then a rocker swivel joint. For accessories, he comes with his quiver. It's a round one. I'm not quite sure if this is the one that came with the movie version of Hawkeye. It just goes on his back. Fits pretty good. It kind of angles back, and you can swivel it to either side. I prefer my Clint right-handed as opposed to the left-handed movie version. Plus he's got the armored arm on this side, so he comes with his bow, and it's supposed to go over here, and you can see where the grip is on the bow. But this movie hand doesn't really like to grip it. You can get it in there, but the thumb is terrible. It actually works a little better below the handle, but it's still not a great fit. That thumb is a pain right there. It doesn't want to grab around anything. Like I said, you can get it in there, and it's holding for some reason all of a sudden. Yeah, there you go. I mean, he holds it decent. I'm not against a hand switch at some point. And speaking of hands, we move on to Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist, like I said, another update. Here's the Toy Biz version. About the same size, but proportion-wise and even articulation-wise. I mean, I know the Toy Biz figure was loaded with articulation, but man, those ball shoulders, duck feet, as compared to Iron Fist's more natural-looking duck feet, I guess. It kind of goes kind of thin at the end. I don't know. I like the new version better. Even though he is a bit gangly, he just strikes a better silhouette. And I like the head sculpt better on the new one. It's larger, it's smoother, it's a little bit more defined, angry. It's actually a metallic gold. It's got the swirlies in it. This one's a flat yellow. Articulation-wise, the body here is this body goes all the way back. Most of the body goes all the way back to Bullseye. It's been modified again. The last time we saw it, I think, was Big Time Spidey, which I actually like on him. Spidey's a, thin character. I want Iron Fist to be a little bit more powerful. Articulation, you have up, down, both pretty good. You have the forward and back motion joint here, and then hinge and swivel plugged into that, out, all the way around. You have a bicep swivel, double elbows, hinge and swivel wrist, ab crunch, forward really good, back pretty good. You have a waist swivel, you have a hinge and swivel hip, and he gets out pretty much 90. You have a thigh swivel, double knees, hinge ankle, and then the swivel for rocker ankle. For accessories, Iron Fist comes with a pretty good range of hands. On the figure, out of the package, he has the claw grabby hands. Whoosha! And the hands pop out pretty easy. He has two chop hands. Karate chop. He has two, almost, I am fighting the urge to call them trigger finger hands, but, kung fu hands. Let's just call them kung fu hands, for lack of a, knowledge of kung fu. And he has two fists, not made of iron. And you can mix and match them any way you please, making all kinds of awesome kung fu poses, which the body is capable of. But at the same time, the hands may look a little large. The wrists are a little bit tiny, so it kind of throws off the look in certain angles. But for the most part, they seem to work. So for Build-A-Figure pieces, Hawkeye comes with the torso and waist. and hip balls of Odin or King Thor, whichever one you want to build. Again, blackwashed, armored up. Looks pretty good. Odin has a T-belt buckle. I've already seen some gold repaints of this to make it more Odin-like. That may be what happens to mine. Iron Fist comes with the other leg of Odin or King Thor. And again, you know, heel spike, double knee. He should be cool. I'm going to build him later and then take a look at him. Final thought, both excellent updates of the old figures. They're not without their, you know, flaws. Hawkeye's neck piece, Iron Fist is a little bit scrawny. I see a lot of customs with the Hydra agent body. Iron Fist's head, sash, maybe, and hands definitely. Maybe feet. Hawkeye, I would have compared him to the old Toy Biz figure, but I got rid of him a long time ago. Or he got cut up for custom fodder for a custom that I never got around to. I mean, it's Hawkeye. Surely they were going to get back around to him. And they did. Like I said, the arms don't match. The purple's nice all over it. And the figure does cut a nice, you know, pose. He'll look good on the shelf. I like that they didn't go crazy with the ear. They didn't go full-on Wolverine with the up mask horns. It's, you know, subdued. If you like the review, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. Now, oddly enough, as loosey-goosey as this Scarlet Witch is, the UPS guy showed up and delivered my second one. And this one stands up. There's no loosey-goosey to it. Still with the high heels, you still have to find her sweet spot.